What's an injury you sustained, and lied about how it actually happened, because it was too embarrassing?
I once semi-dislocated my kneecap, in such a way that my leg locked up and I was in incredible pain, by sitting down to eat at the dinner table and twisting my leg somehow. I hurt myself sitting down. Instead I told my friends I had fallen down a steep hill in the local heathland, but my brother told them the truth and I was promptly mocked.
I broke my toe running from a bee. I'm a huge weenie about stingy bugs, so when a bee got in my hair I freaked out. I ran toward the house, lost my balance, kicked the concrete step of Mom's porch and fell backwards. Mom was sitting on the porch and I accidentally backhanded her before crashing to the ground. She was laughing so hard she couldn't help me up, and I was laughing so hard I couldn't get up. I was super embarrassed for a while and just told everyone I tripped. I got over the shame because it was pretty funny, so I don't lie about it anymore.
I was once buttering toast with my face really close to it. I like my butter to be spread precisely. Then I sneezed and slammed my head on the counter, effectively knocking myself out, and had to go to the ER to be treated for a concussion. I was removing facial hair using a remover cream. I ended up leaving it on for too long, which caused burns. I told people I dropped hot noodles on my face.
I got surgery a few years ago on my knees as I had dislodged some loose cartilage in the joint and also torn a bit of my meniscus. At the time I was playing a ton of Ultimate Frisbee, so I just told people it was that. It actually happened when I was getting up from a chair.
My younger brother had a pretty big birthmark on his wrist. When he was maybe 10, the doctors told my parents it would be good to remove it because it might have a higher chance of developing skin cancer. So they removed it and he had to go to school with a large bandage for a few days. He was sort of embarrassed about it, so I jokingly told him if anyone asks to tell them he was in a knife fight. Of course, the first person to ask was his teacher and he repeated that verbatim. My mom said there were a couple questions the teacher had when she went to pick my brother up after school that afternoon. I have multiple scars on my arms, and back and legs and scalp, but they're less visible, due to possible melanomas being removed. Wear sunscreen, kids. I always say knife fight when people ask me about them because I think it's funny when they try to figure out how wildly non-threatening middle-aged mom collected multiple knife fight scars. I have these really ugly shoes that I wear around the house that my husband absolutely hates. I was taking laundry down the stairs and I fell down the stairs because of the shoes. I couldn't tell him that because then he will be correct that my shoes are stupid, so I told him that the dog ran between my legs and made me fall.
Was drunk walking home at 4 a.m., crossed a few train tracks, and came across a 2-meter-high fences with tiny cylinders on top. I make the jump because I think I can. I fall. After standing up, worrying about my back pain, I looked at my arm. My arm was completely torn open, covered in blood because it got stuck on the fence. I came into the ER, the nurse says she'd seen shark bites before in Australia, and this looked worse. I had 49 stitches, and now have a scar from a shark bite. Ha! I haven't exactly lied about it, but depending on who I'm talking to, I have been leaving out some important details. I got my wife an electric scooter for her birthday. The day she got it, we went out for a ride. I was on my electric skateboard. It had recently rained a bit, so the pavement was a little wet, but not too bad as long as you were careful. I got the idea to pretend to fart and get a speed boost from it. So I made a farting sound and totally gunned it. Since the pavement was damp, my board slid out from under me and I went down directly in front of my wife. She didn't have time to stop, so she also fell. We both got some scrapes and bruises. Unfortunately, she got it worse than I did. When telling the story, I've left out the fart boost part if it's someone I'm not really close to. I was having some trouble with my heart a few months ago that caused dizziness and occasional fainting. Passed out while in the shower and sprained my wrist. Told my coworkers it was a workout injury because I passed out in the shower was a visual I didn't want to give everyone. Hi, I am a robot voice. This is a new and growing channel. If you liked the content, please consider subscribing. The channel will feature a collection of funny reviews and stories from across the interwebs. Robots love likes and subs. Click click, beep beep, clang beep. That's robot, for I love you.